Hello guys, I hope you're all doing well and welcome to your daily dose of crypto on your channel MyCryptoPal. And so today is Monday. What we do on Monday, we do technical analysis and we find out the weekend levels of Bitcoin and we see that how the weekend developed and how the week is going to play out. Now there are a lot of news analysis coming to this week. I have posted it on my Twitter and I have posted this on the last video that I had posted also. So if you have not seen that video, please go and watch it because there are a lot of important dates you need to be aware of. So don't miss those dates. Okay, remember markets will be really volatile on those dates, so you need to pay attention. Okay, so today what we'll do is we'll cover Bitcoin's weekly analysis and we'll see that what Bitcoin has done over the week and what it can do going to the next week. Okay, so let's not waste any time and let's just start right away. Now, if you remember, this was the last trade that we took together. This is the video that I had posted somewhere over here. 18,578 was our entry. You can see that on Discord also I had posted it over here that I'll be entering once we get to this area. And once the long got triggered at 18,574, I posted this for my guys that BTC long triggered. And since then we are in this trade and you can see that this trade has done really good for us. Now, if I go to the 15 minutes chart of Bitcoin, you can see that we have come a really long way from 18,574 to here. 20.35% profit already on spot, so huge profits. We were on ETH and sold trades also, which I had posted on Twitter as well. And you can see that these are some profit cards when we took some profits day before yesterday on BTC. And today we took some more profits and we have started hedging our positions with some shorts. And I'll discuss that why so many important ranges are there. If you don't follow us on Twitter, guys, please go and do it because there is a lot of important things we post out on Twitter, and there's a lot of lag between video and Twitter posts, so you will benefit a lot. And don't forget to turn on notification settings because our job is just to give you data. Now it is your job to find that the data, whenever it is posted, it reaches you as fast as possible, and you can take benefits out of it. Okay. So yesterday I was telling my guys that if BTC consolidates around the macro POC, then there is a lot of movement possibility upwards. I think I posted it somewhere on the group. Yeah, somewhere in the live chat, probably we chat over here, and probably somewhere over here I had posted that if we consolidate over here, then BTC can go up. Okay, so do join us on Discord, and you can get all these live updates and discussions that we do in our Discord every day. So let's start with macro analysis, guys. As you know, every time we do macro analysis. So let's start with S&P 500. You can see that S&P 500 bounced from our zone of support, and now this one is acting as resistance. Let's see where the EMA ribbons are, and you can see that currently on the daily time frame we are in resistance on the SPY. Okay, now moving on to Nasdaq, you can see Nasdaq is doing the same, bounced from our support, and now it is getting resistance over here. Let me just lighten this for you so you can see it quite clearly. Yeah, so you can see that Nasdaq is doing a little bit better than SPY as it is above the EMA ribbons, but there is still a lot of resistance on its way up. Okay, so US 100 similarly to Nasdaq, same exhibition. There is no difference in the chart, almost same. You can see they're all moving in sync. Now a lot of things can happen here, guys. It can either let me just see what is the color. Yeah, it can either break out from here, yeah, or it can just develop this whole zone as resistance over here, and it can get some resistance and come down. Now what I'll do is I'll analyze one more video tomorrow. I'll come up with one more video which covers a lot of important data you need to see, what all the big investors are doing, and why you should not be excited, or should you be excited? Is the bull run back? What is going to happen? So I'll cover a lot of macroeconomics concepts tomorrow, and we'll see what big investors of the world are doing now, and we'll just analyze that why are they doing and what we should be doing. So stay tuned for that video, guys. DXY, like you can see the dollar index, I told you long before that dollar is going to come back here, 107, 108-ish region. So this was our trigger for the BTC long, because as soon as dollar broke this, we took a lot of forex trading on the basis of this also. But you can see that this is our first target, and till the dollar reaches here, I think Bitcoin might push up a little bit, and then this is the first level of support. So we can expect the dollar to go back and retrace to some levels, or anything can happen. But this was our focus, and you can see dollar has almost reached 107.797 in the last candle. And yeah, we'll see from here how is it going. So I hope macroeconomics is clear to you now. These four indexes are more than good enough. You can see VIX, gold, oil, what they are doing, but it's all behaving the same. You can see VIX has rejected from this resistance, like I told on Twitter and on my Discord also. You can see that we have a channel here where I update about the financial markets. So yeah, you can see over here I had posted this, and in the crypto market updates I had posted that why we are taking the long. Okay, these were all the reasons that why we are taking the long. You can see that here was the level of correction which I gave dollar that day, that it might come over here. And yeah, you can see showing signs of correction. If this corrects, BTC might see some rally. So the Bitcoin dominance also that day we analyzed, and you can see that from this dominance level Bitcoin has taken up. Yeah, and you can see why I was telling you not to invest in alts, as BTC will outperform them. You can see that Ethereum rejected and now it is bouncing again. Okay, USDT analysis and everything was posted for your benefit, and if you took benefit of it, then good enough. Okay, so let's go to the BTC time frame, guys. Let's start with the weekly chart. As you can see that this is the weekly chart over here. I'll just zoom it for you. Now, if, the support, if you look at this chart right away, you can mark out that important support levels have been tapped. That means the liquidity which was present in this whole zone over here. You can see this candle was full of lot of liquidity. It was tapped over here, and that is why the market rallied over here by almost 20%. Yeah, in very few days. So you can see that crypto can reverse in very few days. So you can see 21.32% in just a matter of 2-3 days, and you can make a shitload of profits in crypto market if you know how to time it well. Okay, now moving on to a little bit advanced analysis. If you see, if I turn on the pitchforks that I had drawn, yeah, the first one is not important, that we used last time while taking profits in the bull market. So we'll just hide that one. This one, you can see that the pitchfork was aligning quite nicely over here, and you can see that it tapped our zone and it took off. Now there were a lot of other confluences also, but the pitchfork was an additional confluence. As you can see, the next resistance is at 24,500, but before that there are a lot of significant level of resistances which we need to discuss. So let's drop down to lower time frames and see. But the weekly candle so far looked very good, and the new weekly candle you can see already taken off quite nicely, and I hope that Bitcoin might consolidate or correct. Okay, some correction should happen because that will remain healthy for the market. Now moving on to the 4 hours time frame for Bitcoin, because that makes a lot of things clear. Let me drop down to the 8-hour time frame first to show you guys what are the ranges that we are trading in. Like you can see that these are the few ranges which Bitcoin is trading in now. Okay, it is quite clear to you. If you go to the 8-hour time frame and you switch to normal candles, you can see that this range trading will be quite clear to you. So that is how I had drawn this range trading for you guys. Let me just switch it on for you. And you see, suddenly it becomes very clear that if Bitcoin consolidates or corrects over here and takes off, this is the next level of resistance. You can think of taking profits. Okay, so yesterday when we reached somewhere around 22,000 or something, I had posted this on my Discord, if I remember. Now that I am going to take some profits on this, let me just find this for you. Uh, just a second here. Yeah, over here that will take maximum profits from my long here. We'll reevaluate going to the next week. This was yesterday night. So we took a lot of profits around this area. Now there are a lot of reasons for it, that why we took profits, and let's analyze that what all can happen from here and how we can go forward from here. Okay, so I'll close the range for you, and I will just put the volume profile and some no, parallel channel is not required, so just the volume profile should be enough. So you can see that the POC is over here, guys, and if you let's drop down to lower time frames. Now this is the lower time frame. You can see the POC is sitting in at 21203. Okay, and if you go to the 15 minutes chart, you can see that we consolidated around this area for quite a long amount of time yesterday, and as soon as we shifted out of the zone, we took off nicely, and now we are pushing to the next resistance. Okay, now moving on to 4 hours time frame back again. Now Fibonacci wise, if you see, let me just delete this. If you just take the volume profile of only this part, then you can see that this is very low, so it is not going to help us. And if you take volume profile of this whole push up, It is coming somewhere around here, okay, 21592 again. So Bitcoin can correct anytime to this said level again. Now, if I drop Fibonacci over here, let's see what is coming. Oh, this is the advanced level Fibonacci. Let me just draw it more simply for you guys, because this is more simple to understand for you. Yeah, so you can see that Fibonacci targets, the first target is this zone which I have drawn where Bitcoin is now, and this is the second zone. Okay, so these are the two Fibonacci targets that we are having. Now, if you are taking this as this correction, okay, if you're looking this as this ABC correction, then this is the Fibonacci you're targeting. Yeah. Now, a lot of things can happen over here, guys. Bitcoin can come back, consolidate here, and then take off to tap these higher level areas again. Let me just delete this. But the more healthier stuff will be that Bitcoin corrects nicely, comes back and tests this level, okay? Test the whole order block down here again, and then it starts going up, okay? So this will give us a nice ABC pattern going up. But looking at the macroeconomics, we'll analyze again that what can happen and what cannot happen. But if you just think of pattern perspective, then Bitcoin should correct because it has just gone up in a straight line without any consolidation. There was a lot of liquidity over here, so that is why the shorts were getting violently liquidated. So we moved up very fast. But you can see that this was the last area where the market maker had triggered a lot of orders. You can see that they spent a lot of time in this zone, then they shifted out of the zone. Now again, they consolidated yesterday in this zone, and now they are looking for stop and rise or anything. The pattern looks like a stop and rise to me if I go on the 15 minutes time frame, but I cannot say for sure because the US markets have not opened. Now, what happens in a stop and rise is normally, if I just talk in a layman's point of view, then you can see that normally Bitcoin tries to consolidate in one area and the final stop and rises, and then we can come down. Okay, so this is the pattern which they follow, the market makers they follow. Now I don't know if this is the final pattern because it's too early to say, but there are a lot of early signs of rejection. So we have taken a small entry on this week. 22377 was our entry, or 22300, I think. This was our average entry, and we are just looking at it as a scalp, and hopefully that we take some profits out of it. And when US markets open, you can see a lot of movements. Okay, but if you go to the macro analysis of Bitcoin, if you just drop down the daily chart, don't think about so many things. What you can do is just drop a line from top, okay, and you can see that this is the first level of resistance that we are meeting, because this was our high, this was our high, and we are approaching this first level of resistance over here. Okay, this is coming in at 22719, and if I join one more resistance targets from here, from the bottom, then you can see here we are getting a cradle, okay, a nice cradle from which Bitcoin can reject. So you should make such drawings and then drop down to the 15 minutes time frame, and then you can see that we are in the cradle now. Okay, so anything can happen over here as we are in the cradle. You can see that both the lines are joining somewhere over here. This is the point exactly. Now, what will happen, I don't know, but when Bitcoin is tapping these areas, you need to be careful about. You can see that it is rejected one time from this line quite clearly. And I hope maybe it will just give in a higher high, tap this whole area and then come down. When the US markets will open, we will see. But there is a lot of liquidity around here, so anything can happen. But yeah, like I said, that the more healthier pattern will be Bitcoin to come, test all these areas again. Okay, give a swing failure entry over here, and then start going up and tapping new areas. Okay, if we see some signs of rejection over here, then we can always come back and tap the lower areas. Okay, so these are the two possibilities I see going to the week. You can join our Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter, and you can join our Discord to get lively updates. And I hope that this technical analysis helped you, and I think that gives you a perspective of what is going to happen. Now your job is to make probabilities. What can happen is up to the market makers and the big players to decide. You just have to follow them, and you can analyze their pattern and take a decision. Okay, guys, I hope that this benefited you guys, and thank you for watching. Have a good day, everyone. Stay tuned for the video update coming tomorrow. We'll see what other investors are doing, and we'll plan our trade update accordingly. Thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Bye bye.